What are you going to do when the lights go out? Not because of a storm, but because the math doesn't work anymore. You see, electricity demand is growing faster than generation and infrastructure can be built. And when that gap shows up, it doesn't announce itself politely. It shows up as outages, as price spikes, and emergency measures. Every time this happens, the same answer comes back. Just build more power plants. But the problem is speed. So in December, we broke down why fossil fuel and nuclear projects don't line up with the timelines of the 2020s. Today, I want to focus on why speed is now the most important variable in the entire energy conversation. But before we break this down, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the alert bell so you don't miss any episodes. Now, let's get into this. Electricity demand isn't growing gradually anymore. It's coming online all at once. AI data centers, overall electrification, extreme weather. All of that is happening right now, not 10 or 20 years from now. But the traditional answers people default to operate on completely different timelines. New gas power plants often take at least 5 and up to 10 years to build. Nuclear plants, those take 10 plus years. And transmission upgrades take 7 to 12 years. And that's when everything goes right. So here's the mismatch. The grid's problems are showing up this decade. Most centralized solutions don't arrive until the next one. You can't solve a 2027 problem with a 2037 solution. Big power projects, they just were not designed for the electricity consumption growth we're seeing today. They require lengthy permitting, massive capital commitments, long construction timelines, and near perfect execution. When they miss, and many do, ratepayers carry the risk. That's exactly what we've seen with recent nuclear projects and delayed fossil plants. Meanwhile, demand doesn't pause while we wait. That is why Next Gen Clean Energy Solutions focuses on projects that actually match today's timelines. Next Gen helps businesses, municipalities, and institutions deploy solar, battery storage, and distributed energy solutions that can be planned, built, and operating in months, not decades. Speed matters when costs are rising, reliability is tightening, and demand is growing faster than forecasts predicted. Solutions that arrive too late don't solve the problem. You can learn more at nextgencleanenergy.com. And that brings us to this. Solar and storage win because they're fast, modular, scalable, and definitely more economical. You don't bet everything on one massive project. Instead, you deploy hundreds, maybe thousands of smaller ones. You scale where demand actually exists, and you adjust as conditions change. In the time it takes to permit and build one large traditional power plant, you can deploy gigawatts of solar, massive amounts of battery storage. And remember, these distributed systems reduce grid stress immediately. That's how modern infrastructure scales, not through monuments, but through replication. Speed, it isn't a nice to have anymore. It's the difference between staying ahead of the grid's problems or constantly reacting to them. In the next episode, we're going to talk about one of the biggest bottlenecks slowing everything down right now, interconnection, and how clean energy actually works around it. We'll catch you next time.